What's up, Diaper World? It's your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com. AshSaidIt.com. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. We appreciate you guys for all your love, all your support. Makes a huge difference. We are on the heels of 500,000 streams worldwide. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Today, we are joined by founder and CEO of GoodGirlPR, the beautiful Nickie Robinson. Hey, Nickie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks so much for joining us. Where are you from? Where do you represent?
I'm originally from Denver, Colorado. I moved to Los Angeles when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Stayed there until college.
What was that transition like for you, Cali to New York?
Cali is a little bit slower pace for me. I think New York's been a challenge just because it's definitely very expensive to live and to maintain certain lifestyles. So it definitely keeps you on the grind and keeps you creating and being innovative.
How were you introduced to the world of public relations?
Well, I attended law school, and after law school, I worked for an NFL agent by the name of C. Lamont Smith. And instead of me working on the player engagement side, he stuck me in the PR marketing department. At that time, he was representing Jerome Bettis, Eddie George, Samari Roll, and they had a clothing line called Elite, and I helped them with PR and marketing, and I actually really loved it. From there, I moved back to New York, worked on Wall Street for a little while, and realized that I still had the taste for the PR world.
What part of PR really attracted you the most?
I think it's partially my personality. I'm very outgoing. I'm a go-getter, so I have no problem cold calling, following up with people, emailing, securing, places for events, making things happen. So I think that I've always had a very gregarious personality and always had a PR bug inside me.
What motivated you to start GoodGirlPR?
Well, in 2007, I decided to pursue a passion of mine, which was DJing. And at that time, I felt in order to spark my DJ career, I needed a publicist, and I hired a PR firm. And I felt that I was doing more for myself than the PR firm was. For example, I threw an event and got Hot 97 to sponsor and got Cypher Sounds to DJ and invited all these people out. I packaged the event very well, attracted a lot of attendees, but I felt the PR firm just showed up. So from that point on, I realized that I probably could do it myself. And I did.
Yes.
My first huge event was VH1 Hip Hop Honors. I got them as a media sponsor. A bunch of people came out, got newspaper coverage, all by myself as a new PR firm. And from that point on, I started getting clients.
As you were building the brand, what were some of the first obstacles that you felt?
Well, of course, when I started my PR company, I didn't really have years of substantial PR experience. So I think a lot of my peers were thinking, where did she come from? How did she do this? So for a period of time, I might have not been as accepted in the PR world in New York City as I would have liked. But over the years, I've definitely proven myself to be relentless and still here and growing. And I feel that many people have watched some of my strategies and compliment me on them. And now I'm well respected in the industry.
What would you say is one of your biggest accomplishments?
I would say just posting on social media on a daily basis. That in itself can be quite a task. And I've consistently been posting on Twitter for the past 8 years. I don't really miss a beat. I felt that Twitter would be a constant commercial, and that it would get to a point where social media would be your advertising, your way to reach out to clients. And it definitely has worked. And, I get whatever I put out back. So I would definitely say just being consistent with social media and using that as a marketing tool for my company.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about PR firms and maybe some of these questions that you guys should ask before you decide to, darken the doorsteps of Good Girl PR.
Isn't it crazy how much we pay for new brand name clothes? Stop driving store to store and sifting through dozens of racks. Shop millions of clothes in seconds on Swap.com. Swap.com is the world's largest online consignment and thrift store. With Swap.com, you can shop up to 90% off retail price on your favorite brands like Lululemon, Carter's, Nike, J.Crew, and Gap. Between 6,000 to 10,000 new items are added daily. If something doesn't fit, enjoy hassle-free returns within 30 days, no questions. So what are you waiting for? Shop Swap.com and use promo code AshDaily40 for your 40% off today.
Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. I'm your girl, Ash Brown. We are talking to president of Good Girl PR, Nickie Robinson, and we're talking everything about PR firms, talking events, and the glamorous life as people would see it from the outside. But Nickie knows that it takes a whole lot of work to get a little bit of that sparkle and get the word out about different events and different clients. Nickie, before a potential client should reach out to you or any reputable firm, what is something key that they need to know?
I would say just be sure about what you're marketing. So, for example, if you have a product line or a fashion line, you want to ensure that you have a logo. The name's been trademarked, because by no means do you want to start doing PR for something that you don't have a trademark for.
Mm-hmm.
As a personal brand, I would say you would just want to know what your end goal is. Like have a plan. That's something that you can consult with us about beforehand, but just kind of know what you hope to accomplish. I hate when my clients waste money, so I would just say know what you expect to get out of the process and be prepared for it to be not an overnight process, but definitely requires some day-to-day work and definitely work overtime, but more so of what they expect to accomplish.
Okay.
And I don't want to say it's stardom, but maybe it's out of the first quarter we hope to get in this many magazines, or
Gotcha.
Maybe we want to, raise the Google ranking of our website a couple pages. Just some short-term attainable goals that you can measure the effectiveness of your campaign.
What can we expect from Good Girl PR in 2018?
Wow. Currently, I'm working on a lot of other brands, personal brands.
Mm-hmm.
So now that Good Girl PR is a well-oiled machine, I have a couple of other websites that I'm launching. One is related to cryptocurrency. The other one is a fitness blog. I also came up with a men's skincare line that I would like to launch in 2018. I have a film festival that I'm launching in Brooklyn called the Bed-Stuy Film Festival. I'm helping my 3-year-old daughter with her personal brand and hopefully turning her into a YouTuber. Yeah, so just managing different projects and expanding, my client base, but also utilizing some of my experience to build, personal brands. Being that I've been doing this for 8 years, I know how to do it at this point.
Okay. Yeah, so what I'm hearing is the brand is expanding in 2018. We're looking forward to some really great things. And
yeah, definitely have my hands in a lot of different pots. I think entrepreneurs should always have multiple streams of revenue, at least 5.
Yes, I agree with that. Absolutely. You have to. In order to stay afloat, one stream of income, that's crazy. There's no... Yeah, it's laughable. It really is laughable. But people think that, you're an entrepreneur. You're supposed to be just making money off of your book. You need to figure out some speaking engagements. You need to get into some... There's a whole scheme that goes into it. And the more that you understand it, the better that you'll be and the more success that you'll see in the end. But it's understanding being an entrepreneur, you have to be Jamaican. You have to have multiple multiple hustles. You got to. There's no way around it.
The funny thing is, I feel like about 6 years ago, I remember a couple people criticizing me because I had my hands on a couple buckets. And I thought to myself, you have people like Diddy and Russell Simmons who have always had multiple streams of revenue, whether it be alcohol, clothing, record label, whatever, movie. But as a female, I feel like we're supposed to only do one thing. And I'm like, no, if you're working in corporate America, you're juggling multiple projects. You're not just working on one thing all day. So why can't I do that within my own business structure and manage my own projects? And I'm doing it. And I think everybody can do it. They just have to have the faith and trust in their ability to manage it all.
Last but certainly not least, what advice do you have for this upcoming generation of PR professionals?
I would say, develop good relationships with other PR professionals. I wouldn't be a great publicist without, my friends in PR. So definitely don't discount other publicists. They are your best friends as well. Develop solid media relationships. Try to make them authentic, not necessarily a relationship that you only call upon when you need something. Build solid friendships and watch your business thrive.
Ms. President, we appreciate you so very much for passing through the show today. Let our audience know, what's the best way to get in contact with you and to check up and keep up to everything that's going on with Good Girl PR?
www.goodgirlpr.com, and you can follow us at GoodGirlPR on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and all your social media sites.
Awesome. We appreciate that so much, as well as everyone that has been downloading these shows. We love you guys so very much. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're here for. We're here for the history books. Social media is nice, it's cool, it's fun, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.